Okay, we're back in open session. We discussed housing. We are looking at buildings. We're going to hold off appointing a citizens committee. We will be doing it, but we're going to be holding it off. Building inspector, we will have a motion later on in the meeting to deal with that. We are in preliminary discussions with the union in the highway garage. We haven't made any decisions there, we're just discussing. Can I get a motion for approval of the prior meeting minutes? Somebody want to make a motion?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion or correction to the meeting minutes? Okay, being no corrections, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed.
Okay. Carried. Okay, highway superintendent's report. You all have the report? Okay, his second point here, ask board for okay to chip seal north and south con roads. Soup coat using state bid for asphalt and county bid for stone. There's 130 in the budget for the road improvement. Approximately 111,000 will be used for paving Padless and Diger, leaving approximately 18,900 in the budget. We can receive 94,000 from CHIPS, Pave New York, and I don't even know what EWR is.
That's an emergency snow,
Emergency
snow-
weather?
Yeah, weather recovery for
Okay.
that one big snowstorm.
Okay.
Stella, right?
Yeah, Stella.
If we spend it. There's only 66,200 in the budget in CHIPS line for income when we can actually get 94,000, giving us an extra 27,800 to use on roads. That added to the 18,951 gives us approximately 46,000 to use to chip seal. Quote provided from Soup Coat is approximately 36,000, leaving a fund balance of approximately 10,000. Those numbers may vary some due to escalation or de-escalation in the asphalt index. Does anybody have an opinion one way or another here?
I'd like to see him get a bid from Gorman's, so we have a comparison bid.
On the chip sealing, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Because we only have the one, well, we only have the one paving bid too, right? But that's all we got, and it was where, it was in the budget, so.
Yeah, but the paving is a little different animal. We only got one bid on throughout the county this year too. And that was from Cope's Kill Stone, so depends on their workload.
Right, which is fine. So Sean, what are you saying? You'd like to ask
I'd like-
Artie to go back and
I'd like to
bring us another
yeah,
bid next month?
I would like to see a bid from Gorman's just to compare pricing.
But where does that do to his schedule? Can they still chip seal in the end of August?
Oh yeah, they can, as long as the weather holds out, they can chip seal right into October.
Okay.
So we're saying if we hold up a month here on them, we're not hurting the schedule and getting work done on these roads.
And unless he already has, I don't know.
And I'm not familiar with the highway here. I don't know how important the sealing is.
But I want to, I wish he was here to ask me a question.
Well, then why don't we,
What's their schedule rate?
Why don't we pave it? It's not gonna escalate that much anyway. I saw he has the July escalation in the price,
Well,
isn't it?
escalation could mean a lot.
Right, but I'm just saying, July escalation is already in, isn't it? I thought when I read it.
Yeah, see, it depends on August escalation rate. If we hold off till August, it could bump the price of asphalt tremendously.
Page also says just sometime.
And again, maybe Gorman didn't put a quote in because of their scheduling.
Because they're doing a lot of the county stuff now?
No, they're done with us.
Okay. Give them a ship.
But they've got other work that this weather really put a bind on them this week, so. Yeah, let's just go with Suco. There's a lot of factors in here that I don't know. And I don't wanna screw up their scheduling.
The amounts are scheduled for September payment, so you know, might put some things off if we wait.
That's what I'm saying, the escalation went up 5% last month, so.
Could be a trend,
Well, I
Excuse
see.
me?
could be a trend,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Or it could go down 5% next month. That depends on the price per barrel.
Well,
It's a year until August first.
Yeah, that's next week.
You know what? I think we gotta err with Artie, even though it's not in there. It's well taken, Sean. I would really like to investigate what you said, but I'm worried that if we don't, although we could end up here in the special meeting to approve this, I guess, if push comes to shove.
Yeah, but a special meeting puts it off a week into another month. which-
Right.
Which is the big, that's the big
That's what,
thing we don't know.
that's what I'm
Right.
saying. And then you could, so I say we just stay with Suco,
yep.
just because I don't know all the variables.
Ask board for okay. That means he wants to do it, I would say.
Yeah.
And you know, I haven't had an opportunity yet to second guess our highway commissioner and been right. So, as much as I like to not decide with all the facts, I would lean towards supporting the highway commissioner and giving him what he wants here, based on what I see, the beg factor. Using CHIPS money,
Yep.
getting it enhanced.
I make the motion, we approve Artie to go with Suco, single seal north and south conjo.
Second,
Have a second? Okay, is there any further discussion?
No, I believe we did give them the proper resolution to do this to begin with, so this is just giving the blessing to spend the money at this point, right?
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
So. Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, the justice report, has everybody seen the justice report? We're just gonna go around with the vouchers. Do I have a motion to accept the justice report?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Any discussion on the justice report? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Dog control officer. I saw a report here from her. Do I have a motion to accept the dog control report?
Make that motion, accept it.
Second it.
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, the assessors report.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Do I have a motion to accept them?
I move so. So moved.
Second?
I'll second it.
Discussion.
We should probably set some time aside to discuss the pilot and solar and stuff. That could be fun. She had made some,
She has a couple of very good issues, I think, in not accepting the county pilot. And she told me she will be proactive in giving us the information in writing at the next meeting.
okay, that's good.
I don't understand all that's going on here, and this area is becoming quite active. I don't know enough about it. I'd look for a little education from her. Any more discussion? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Code enforcement officer. You have his report. Okay, do I have a motion to accept the code officer's report?
I make that motion.
Second.
Second by Hank. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, town clerk.
Just the everyday things. It is kind of slow this time of year, but I did have 2 building permits come in today for Cliff, and we're just doing that. And birth certificates, death certificates, that's it. But
Coming
it's
and
slow.
going, huh?
It's slow.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Do I have a motion to accept the town clerk's report?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion or comments? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, planning board.
Good evening. Last month, we had a couple subdivisions that we completed. Also going forward, we had a project come up on Nellis Road about a solar project, 15 acres, 10 megawatt project. We've been keeping in touch with them. They're postponing the meeting that they were gonna have with us for a later date to discuss the project further. They're just waiting for their okay with NYSERDA. They gotta submit their plans to NYSERDA so they can pretty much give them the okay to go ahead with their project. So until they get the okay from them, then they'll come to us in regards to the project. And going back, also you were talking about the pilot program and getting information. In the town of Mohawk tomorrow, NYSERDA is actually doing a kind of like a planning, training, education. This kind of also goes towards our training as a planning board as well. They're going to discuss how to put together pilot programs, how to include solar projects in with comprehensive planning, how to develop a pilot program. We've already got a law in place, but they're also gonna talk about that as well. So, any information that we gather from there, any information we can get from them that we can possibly give to you guys as well, as far as going about doing that, I'll see what I can get from them. And,
What time is that, Joe?
that starts at 6 o'clock. I don't know if Linda gave you, did you hand up, the flyer that you did with us?
I didn't hand it out to any of the
Okay.
board members, just
Just the planning board? Okay.
the planning board, yeah.
Yep, they started, again, this is over in the town of Mohawk. This is the Mohawk Valley Economic Development District, and it's on Main Street, tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I know I reserved a few spots for, well, our planning board members, there's a couple that wouldn't able to be going, so, I mean, there's a couple spots open that I have reserved, so if anybody wants to come along last minute, feel free.
So Joe, this project that's not going yet, but will go, falls under our new solar law, because it's
It does.
excellent. Okay. So we were just in time.
Yes, we were.
Okay, great.
And even this person I've been going through, their sales rep, I guess we want to call them. I mean, she has been asking if we have any pilot in place yet. I told her we have not. She knows about the county, they have theirs, but she has been inquiring if we have one in place yet. I told her we have not, so. I mean, we have time.
Right. Do we have an application set up for her with Cliff and the fee
She
schedule?
submitted a permit per se.
Okay.
Not really, it's not really guaranteed. I mean, Cliff did tell them that they have to go through us first, the planning board, before it really gets submitted as a building permit.
Right, because we made a fee based upon the dollars of the project, I
Yeah.
believe, which is great for us, because that's a
Yeah.
big dollar project.
15 million, 20 million, something like that, around that ballpark. Or, not the numbers in front of me.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you familiar with the pilot agreement whereby some of these large companies might agree to dollars off on power bill for residents?
All I know is, as far as the pilot goes, it all depends on what municipality or township wants to do. It can vary from town to town, it all depends on what the town is looking forward to. But that's, again, that's about as much as I can tell you what a pilot is. I mean, I can get more information how to go about doing it. Hopefully I can get a lot of information tomorrow, but the most I know about a pilot is that it can vary from town to town, depending on what it is. Let's see. That's all planning board. Comprehensive plan steering committee. I know Nancy here is submitting it to Linda. I believe you guys have copies in front of you, 2 quotes that we got as far as everything from posted notes, mail stamps, the Survey Monkey as far as the comprehensive plan survey is concerned, flyers, ads in the newspaper. We do have a couple of quotes from one of them being Lead Publications and the other one coming from a company out in Albany, Millworks. You should have those quotes in front of you if I'm not mistaken. And so again, the steering committee is looking for requesting funding if we want to go forward with our comprehensive plan. The essential step, doing the survey, getting the information out to the public as far as being involved in the survey. And we also have our meeting coming up in a couple weeks with Amanda Bearcroft, our SWAT team analysis, which again, I'll remind everybody is the 8th of August, 7 o'clock. Everybody is more than welcome to join us. We'll need some supplies for that meeting as well, so Just looking for us as a steering committee requesting the planning, the town board for the monies to be available for those.
Okay. With your permission, I'd like to break protocol here a little bit and ask the board if you have any questions of this fellow about their request for funds, all right? I was gonna deal with that later on in the meeting with our resolutions, but, well, he's right here. They're putting together a comprehensive plan for the town of Palatine.
So, Joe and Nancy, so the request, the updated current request is the 3439.
So there's two quotes, basically. I'm sorry, I'm jumping in because I was the one
Do it.
who did all the quoting, getting the quotes. So the only difference between these two budgets is the mail house. And so MailWorks Direct, to print, staple, fold stuff, and mail the 1,000 surveys, they're charging $924. Republication for the same price, for the same purpose, same process, is charging $570. Republication is also charging $110 more for return envelopes, so that people get the survey, they'll have the survey, there'll also be a return envelope, they just stick a stamp on it, it comes back. MailWorks doesn't provide that service. So the only difference in these is that process. And the reason that MailWorks is more expensive is because they have this additional issue of our labels being adhesive. It's like, they don't like that.
Okay.
So they're costing more for that.
So would your recommendation be go with the lesser bid and the local company?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So just to clarify, the survey and the SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, that's part of the data gathering. Also, what's part of the data gathering is looking at census, looking at business trends, looking at geographic issues like agricultural changes in the community. So all of that is data gathering. And from that data gathering, plus multiple public meetings, we put together the comprehensive plan that then comes back to the board for approval.
And Nancy, I see, and this fee includes quarter-page ads in all the local publications several
9
times.
ads, so 3 papers, the Recorder, the Penny Saver, and the My Shopper. 1 ad in each of those 3 saying there's a survey coming, it's going to be on SurveyMonkey, please fill it out, and then 2 subsequent ads saying, please fill it out, and return it. So sort of trying to get as much activity of residents to return the survey.
I'm not sure, is there a survey on SurveyMonkey plus for people that missed that, a printed survey that will be mailed to them?
There's the printed survey is going to go out to all registered voters. So instead of all residents, we went to all resident voters, and then reaching out to people in the newspaper, use the SurveyMonkey. There's still discussion of maybe having the 300 extra surveys that we're asking Republication to do separately. We're definitely going to have those available at the SWOT analysis. We definitely want those to go to the Amish community. We're still trying to figure out how else to distribute those. Do we just leave those at different businesses, or including flyers with the URL on it? So we're trying to get, and definitely have surveys here for people to pick up when they come in, but trying to get as much distribution and information out there. You can do it online, you can do it you can have it
Excellent.
physically.
Well thought out, thank you.
It was, well, only like 9 months in coming.
Well.
But thank you.
Thank you. There are no other questions for our planning board. I'd like to entertain a motion now in this part of the meeting to get this thing going. Yep. As far as the budgeted money is concerned, we're close in the budget with what's there. And this is a preliminary step to putting together a comprehensive plan. We more than likely will be addressing this subject again with what they're doing. So I'm not too concerned about budget amendments here. We can make a motion and get this done tonight. And it's close enough, we'll do the resolution next month for support if the board chooses to do this tonight.
I make a motion, we accept their bid from Lee Publication, or their quote from Lee Publication
Okay. 3195.
of $31.95.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any further discussion? Okay, no further discussion. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
I'm gonna abstain. Seeing I'm on the committee, I'm abstaining.
I was abstaining also.
I'm sorry?
I was abstaining also.
You would abstain?
Okay.
So it's,
May I ask a procedural question? So should I let Lee Publication know that it will be next month before we can move forward? Or, I just want to know when to tell them.
If need be, I'll talk to Fred.
Okay.
Fred will get his money. I'm not
Just
worried
do it,
about
Fred.
We'll get it taken care of.
Well, they want their money up front before they start this.